Buenos dias, Helen.
Oh, it's you, Mercedes. Good morning.
I must speak with Tom as soon as possible this morning.
He hasn't turned in just yet.
I must speak to him about the final details for my little reception today.
He had a very heavy night last night, judging by the state of the bar when I came in.
There's some fresh meat coming in today, straight off the plane. I want to make sure that I get to them first.
I'm sure that he won't be too long.
And you must be here as well, so that I can offer them a maid service. Do you have anything tasty for me today?
No, Mercedes. Not today.
Oh, come on now, Helen. What about the new couple renting Johnny's villa? There must be something.
No. Mercedes, I tell you. No. Nada.
Well, you'd better try just a little bit harder, if you want me to keep your sad little secret.
Please don't say anything, Mercedes. It would completely ruin my life here. I wouldn't be able to face anyone. I don't want to have to move on.
Well, you'd better find me an in on that new couple. Then I won't tell your little friends all about your murky past.
I'm doing my best, Mercedes. I told you about the overdue bills, and the empty gin bottles, that were hidden in Margie's wardrobe, didn't I?
Yes, but that didn't come as much of a surprise. Margie might be shocked to know that you were a call girl in London, not an actress. She's a bit of a prude, as well as being a snob.
Who's that? You are defaming girls? Sounds pretty boring, darlings.
Hello, Margie. Just my doll cousin. You're out and about early.
Yes, I wanted to catch Tom about a delivery of booze for the home. The bar needs restocking again. I just don't know where it all goes.
And how is life treating you, Margie?
Don't give me all that concerned and interested shit, Mercedes. I know what you've been up to with my husband. You tart.
I do not know what you are talking about, Margie. Dick and I do enjoy common interests, especially that new development along the coast.
Common interests? Do me a favor? He's been mooning around like a lovelorn schoolboy ever since you two went on a recce to Marbella together.
I can't help it if he's drawn to me, Margie. Perhaps he'd like to hear about all your unpaid bills. Not very good for your business.
Business? Business? It's always business with you, Mercedes, you little powerhouse.
Hello, Dick.
Oh. Hello, beloved spouse. Fancy meeting you. In a hostelry. Eh?
The sun is over the yardarm.
Only just.
I needed to order some more supplies for the bar at home.
Good grief, woman, have you drunk us dry already?
Oh, Dick, you are so funny.
Not by myself. Your dodgy friends have been around a lot.
What do you mean, dodgy? They are a good laugh, and can put some lucrative contracts my way.
Oh. So we are a specialist in money laundering now, are we?
Now then, my little pussycat, pull those claws in. I think I should order some drinks. How about you, Mercedes, AG&T?
You know that Mercedes only drinks sangria in public. She thinks it adds to her authenticity as a local.
Local, my eye. Born and bred in Derbyshire she was.
My father came from here, and I spent a lot of time with him. No drink for me just now, Dick. I still have some things to sort out before my little reception. Both of you will be here this afternoon, won't you?
Sure thing, Mercedes. Never pass up a business opportunity. Me?
Well, I'll have a drink. A large one, please.
So, what's new? I will go and hunt for mine host. Tom? Tom? Any chance of a drink in this desert? Mercedes, you fiery temptress, when can I see you again?
I don't think we can meet alone again like that, Dick.
But why not? You know I'm crazy about you. That weekend we spent together in Marbella was terrific.
For you, maybe, but not for me.
What? What do you mean?
When I have a man, I want a real man, not a boy.
But I am a real man.
Being over 21 doesn't make you a man, Dickie. Only nature and experience can do that.
But I do have experience.
Well, if you have, you've forgotten or ignored it all. I used to wonder why your wife drank herself into a stupor every day. But now I think it just might be from boredom and disappointment. Adios, Dickie.
Bitch. I'll see that she gets what's coming to her. Can't find Tom anywhere out there. Saw his car though, just about spotted it through the weeds. Oh, there you are, Tom. Thought we were all going to have a dry day today.
Couldn't let that happen, could we? What can I get you?
AG&T for the wife, and a San Miguel for me please.
Large ones.
Does Dolly Parton sleep on her back? Naturalement. Here's Jackie boy. What's your poison, JB?
Morning, Dick, old mate. I'll have a long cold one, please.
And another beer please, Tom.
Good morning, Margie.
Good morning, JB. I'm going to sit down and let you boys chat.
Fern's just parking the motor. I think she'll just have a Sprite.
And a Sprite for Fern please, Tom.
Coming right up.
Has your sister signed the pledge or something? I don't think I've seen her imbibe more than half a glass of wine, even with a meal.
She's not a boozer, our Fern, which is a bonus for us, so we don't have to hire a taxi for our bar crawls.
That's right enough, JB. Without your Fern, some of us would have to crawl home or sleep it off in a ditch.
Good morning, all.
Morning, Fern.
Come and sit with me, Fern.
Was that the luscious Mercedes I saw you talking with just now, Dickie, me lad?
Yes. Business, you know. She's got some greenhorns coming in today, wants to show them around. She's holding a reception here, this afternoon, so they can make some contacts. See what she can fleece them for, more like. I say, you and Fern'll be here, won't you? I'll need someone sensible to drink with. Fend off all those bloody stupid questions we've all heard 1,000 times before.
Oh, yeah. How long have you lived here? And do you like it? Oh, don't worry, Dick. I'll back you up all right.
Thanks. You know that do you like it? Question. It really kills me every time. When I've just told them all that I've been here for 10 years. Why the hell else would I stay? So Jackie me boy, any more thought on that little proposal I ran past you last week? Only, it's such a great new venture I'm starting up, that everyone's going to want in. Best to be at the front of the queue. If you know what I mean.
Yes, I thought it a very sound idea actually. Golf's still on the up and up, and I do have a few K that could do with a bit of a cleanup.
And would it be indiscreet to ask where it came from?
Well, I won't say too much, but I did move some shiny metal around the world, without HM Customs being involved. I can't go back to the UK for a while.
Say no more, JB. My lips are sealed. If any of your associates would be interested in investing, I would be more than pleased to meet them.
Well, they do like to keep their heads down and to play their cards close to their chest, but I'll see what I can do.
Gotcha, JB, I savvy. Tell you what. Tom has been acting a bit shifty, just lately. He jumps sky high every time the phone rings. Anyone's phone.
Oh Dick, you do see drama and intrigue everywhere. It's probably the taxman or some lonely widow looking for company. You know that all the ladies love him.
All the same, he has been very edgy of late.
How about another pint, Dick?
Sounds good to me.
No time, darling. You've got to drive me to Angelique's for a manicure.
Oh no. Do I really have to?
Well, if we had a car that you'd let me drive, I'd take myself. But you never let me near the Jag, alone. Do you know, he never lets the car keys out of his sight. He even keeps the spare set in the office safe.
Can't risk it, old girl. The insurance would go sky high if you totaled the motor.
So you'll have to be my chauffeur, then.
Anything for you, my little venomous one. We must keep your claws well tended. Duty calls, see you here this afternoon, JB.
See you later, Dick.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, all.
See you all, this afternoon.
I don't know how you can keep it up. All that pretense about being some high-flying bullion smuggler.
It's what Dick wants to hear. It's all part of his image. That flyboy Dick hangs out with the glamorous and shady characters on the Costa del Crook. He wouldn't want to know me if he knew the real reason I'm on the run.
Well, that's all behind you now. No more granny scams for you, and I'm going to see to that.
You're so good for me, Fern. Helping me straighten up.
I'm your sister, and I love you. When Mum died I said I'd keep an eye on you, and I will.
Good old Mum. Who'd have thought she had all that money saved up, and then leave it to us?
Yes, or you'd still be conning old dears, and probably ended up in jail.
Well, it seems like everyone has their own dirty little secrets round here, even you, Miss Fern, harbouring a known criminal. Well, I'm sure Interpol would be very interested in your whereabouts, probably even pay me for the information. Oh, and I'm sure Dick would be devastated to learn that you're just a petty con man, and not a bullion smuggler.
Don't you dare say one word.
Or you'll do what? Splash me with your lemonade. What's it worth to keep me quiet? Shall we say €1,000?
We're not giving you 1 penny. We live on our mother's money and it was honestly come by. Once you've had 1,000 you'll be back for more and bleed us dry.
Stay out of this, Fern. I'll deal with it in my own way. Let's step outside Mercedes, shall we, and discuss this somewhere less public.
Is everything all right? Fern, you look a bit pale.
Oh, it's nothing. Just Mercedes. She can be a bit cruel with her tongue.
Yeah, she's that alright, and nosy, too. I've seen her sit there for hours, just listening to conversations, and then, when people are nicely loosened up, she gets them to tell all she reckons everyone's got something hidden away that they don't want others to know about.
But, not you, Tom.
Oh no, of course, not me.
We all know your sad story, with your wife dying, before she could come out here, and open your dream bar together.
Yes.
What was her name again?
Jane.
Oh, that's my best friend's name. You'd think I'd remember that. But I thought you said it was Anne before.
Oh no, it was Anne. I mean, Jane. That cooler's making an odd noise. I'd better go and sort it out.
Poor man. So sad. I'd like to comfort him, but my hands are full, keeping my brother Jackie out of trouble.
All done now, Helen. Can you get back here for 3:30 to help with the snacks in Sangria? We're expecting quite a lot of people.
Oh God, why does she insist on that filthy mug? Free drinks going begging. But I won't touch it. Waste of good wine, if you ask me.
Well, I didn't. And she's paying, so keep it to yourself. And who said anything about good wine?
You're not alone in that opinion, Helen. Dick and Margie, and Jackie Boy were only saying yesterday that it's a foul brew, almost as bad as that Ratsina they foist on you in Greece.
Ratsina, Fern.
What? Oh well, you'd know, Tom. You're our wine expert.
Helen, do you have the number for the groundsman at the Los Marinos Hotel? I think he's called Miguel. We've got a terrible weed problem in the car park. Got to sort it out before the summer people come in.
I'm going up there, now, for a couple of hours in the laundry. I'll ask him what he can do.
Okay, thanks Helen. See you later.
Okay, see you Tom, and you Fern.
Do you ever think of remarrying Tom? What about the lovely Mercedes?
Huh, not likely. She's lethal, that one. She's got to know every last thing about you. Likes to act all friendly and caring, gets you to spill all, then files it away in a cesspit of a brain of hers, till she can use it to her advantage.
Well, yes. She is a bit persistent.
I'll say, just watch your step round her, and that brother of yours playing the big shot like he does, she's going to want her cut. Best keep it buttoned, like me.
What have you got to keep quiet about, Tom?
Oh, nothing that need concern you. But if Mercedes knew, she'd have a field day.
Oh? I will have a word with Jackie Boy. We're having lunch together at the Los Marinos Hotel. But I may be too late.
Hello, you two. Did you have a good lunch up at Los Marinos?
Oh yes, delicious. The new pastry chef is fantastic. JB was so lost in conversation with Miguel, the groundsman, that I had time to sample 3 desserts.
It's this stupid no smoking inside rule that drove me outside. And Miguel kept me talking.
I don't suppose he gave you anything
Hello,
for me.
darlings. We're back. Amuse me.
Good grief, Margie. The rest of the world's not here for your personal entertainment.
Oh, but you're so wrong, darling. Of course it is. Tom is here solely to make me sumptuous drinkies, aren't you, sweetie? And Helen, she'll do anything for anyone, as long as it pays for her next carafe of wine.
Don't be cruel, Margie.
I'd say you drink way more than me, Margie. It's so much easier for you. You've got a husband who picks up the tab. All he is any bloody use for. And Fernie, darling. She's my little friendy, aren't you? A bit dull, but very reliable. And so helpful. And Jackie Boy keeps Dick amused with all his tales of dodging the customs men. Wonder if you'd be any good in the sack, JB? Got to be better than that useless husband of mine. Wanna give it a go?
Let's not say things we will be sorry for tomorrow. Margie.
She won't be able to remember any of this tomorrow. JB, Margie. Sit down and shut up.
No, I won't. I want to dance. Music, maestro, please.
Oh good God.
You are all so bloody boring, Tom. I need another drink.
We've got a huge jug of sangria and no sign of any guests yet.
Good God, no. Never touch the stuff. Give me a real drink. A gin and tonic. A large one. No. A massive one.
Oh, it's Mercedes. Hello, Mercedes. Is everything okay? Oh dear. Oh no. Well, yes. Okay, fine. 10 minutes. The plane has been delayed for 5 hours, it's not left Gatwick yet. And there's such a mess at the airport car park, that Mercedes can't get her car out. I'm off now, to pick her up.
Looks like the party is off, then.
Well, postponed, at least.
I've got all this sangria made up, so we'd better have our own party.
I'll stick to beer, thanks.
Yeah, me too. And Margie's had enough, already. We don't want her mixing them, do we?
What about you, Helen?
You must be bloody joking. I know I am broke most of the time, and you know that I like a drink, but I'm not that desperate.
Well, I guess it's down to me, then.
Oh, good God, Tom. We can't have you drinking that stuff. It's only fit for tourists and posers. Let me stand you a decent drink. What's that wine you like? Rioja, isn't it? A bottle of your finest, for you and Helen. To toast the coming season.
Oh well, thank you, Dick. I'll put this back in the fridge for some other poor victim.
Good man. By the way, did you get anywhere with your weed problem? 'Cause I might be able to help. I picked up some stuff in town today to sort out the rank grass on the links. It's the latest thing, cat, dog and child safe. Got it in the car. Any good for you?
Thanks, Dick, but Helen asked Miguel at the Los Marinos. He said he'd send down some paraquat for me. Not supposed to use it without a license, because it's lethal, not just to weeds. But I'll be careful. Well, I get it. It might just be a touch of the old mananas.
Well, it'll do the trick all right. Nothing will grow for ages after it's gone on the ground. It'll be nice and tidy for the season, but it is a strong poison, so be very careful.
Oh, JB. Have you used it before?
Oh yeah, there's nothing I don't know about killing weeds. As a boy, I used to work for the parks. It put me off gardening for life.
Helen, could you get a couple of those big balloon glasses for our wine? Rioja likes a bit of air. And put this sangria back in the fridge while I go down to the cellar.
Okay, Tom.
Damn, I left my phone in the car, expecting a call from Barcelona.
Oh Christ, I'm so bored. How about it, JB?
No offense, Margie. You're a lovely woman. But Dick is my best mate.
Oh. Suit yourself.
Listen here, mate. You really must do something about that wife of yours. She's rampant. Damn near had me pinned against the bar. I didn't like to take advantage, but it's hard to say no to a lady.
Don't worry, I'll sort her out. In fact, I'm planning to sort all these bloody women out. I'll show them who's a real man. Oh, this is the call I was expecting. Sorry, got to take this. Yes, head here. Yes, that's right. It was Carlos I need to speak to. Yes, I'll hold. Hello Carlos, head here again. I was just following up on my previous inquiry. Just checking the facts. Does it take long to work? Is it painful? And is it permanent? Good. Thanks for your help. I'll get back to you. For goodness sake, Margie. Keep your grasping little paws off my friends, can't you?
What now? Oh, JB? Well, I only asked. The little wimp declined anyway. Then he ran a mile. He's even less of a man than you.
That's not what he said. Made out you practically ripped his clothes off.
Well, I didn't touch him, and I doubt he'd be worth the bother. You're a fine one to talk. The way you moon after that Mercedes creature. You really expect me to believe that you didn't try it on with her in Marbella?
I don't see why you should care. You don't want me.
What's to want? You've got very little to offer and no idea what to do with it.
Watch your step, Margie. You'd be left high and dry if I divorced you.
Now then, Dick, let's not let a few silly words spoil things. You know I love my tricky Dickie.
When it suits you.
Oh, come here.
You forgot the sangria jug, Helen. I say, are you all right?
Oh, sorry. I've got something on my mind. Something's happened that may mean I have to leave here, and I really don't want to. Can't imagine how I'd support myself.
Couldn't you go back to your old trade?
No. I mean, there's no work in the theatre for older women, unless you're Dame Judy or the like.
Oh, what a wasted day. Jackie dear, could you go and help Fern bring in the welcome packs? I don't want to leave them in the hot car.
Oh yes. Your Royal Highness.
Well, Tom, or should I say, James, that's what you're known as, in some places, isn't it? James Monroe. I always thought, the way you spoke, was a bit forced. Posh boy in there, trying to get out. Eh, James?
Listen here, Mercedes, keep your nose out. I mean it, you might find a lot more than you bargained for. So back off.
You don't scare me, Jimmy.
Well, I should do. Just stick to your grubby little domestic dirt and leave the big boys alone.
So you are a big boy.
You really don't want to know.
I always want to know, and you can bet on it, that I will. So my friends, we don't have our guests here today, but let's party anyway. Fetch the sangria, Tom. I know that no one else likes it, but I paid for it, so I will drink it. Come on, everybody, let's party the night away and drink to a prosperous summer season. Salud.
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 Morning, Tom. Hello, Helen.
Morning all.
Hi, Tom. Good morning.
How are we all today?
Good morning, Tom.
Any sign of Mercedes suckers yet?
I heard the plane come in last night, but I don't know how many of her lot were on it.
I've had the hotel manager on the phone in a panic. He can't get hold of Mercedes and he's in a tiz about what to do with them.
Not like Mercedes, to leave greenhorns alone, when someone else might get to them first.
Well, she did drink that whole bloody jug of sangria herself last night. Maybe she's still sleeping it off.
Couldn't get any of it down, you lot.
Not likely.
Filthy muck.
Too sweet for me.
And I know what went into it.
All good stuff, I assure you.
Oh, dear.
Whatever's the matter, Fernie love?
Oh, dear.
Gosh, Fern, you're even paler than usual.
Please sit down, Fern. Tom, a little brandy and water, perhaps.
Oh no, just water. Oh, I can't believe it.
Whatever has happened?
Well, oh, it's too horrid.
For God's sake, woman. Will you just tell us?
Gently, Marg's old thing. Take a sip and a deep breath, Fern, and tell us all.
It's Mercedes. I think she's dead.
Dead?
Dead.
Dead? What do you mean, you think she's dead?
Well, I went round to see what she wanted to do with the welcome packs, and got no answer, even when I called her phone. So I let myself in. She was still in bed and I couldn't rouse her and she felt very cold. So I called for an ambulance.
And then you came here? That was compassionate of you.
Well, I didn't want to get too involved. You know my Spanish isn't up to much yet. But I did tell the operator that I'd be here, though.
Oh great, now we'll have the police swarming all over us.
Not a problem for you, is it, Tom?
No, of course not. Just not too good for business. See, bodega. Oh no, surely not. You think she was poisoned? Yes, she left here about 11 last night. Yes, actually, they're all here now. Okay, I'll tell them to stay until you get here. That was Inspector Ramirez. Mercedes is dead and he suspects foul play. We all have to stay here until he arrives, as we were probably the last people to see her alive.
Oh my goodness. Does that make us all suspects?
Maybe it does.
Oh, for goodness sake, she was a meddlesome bitch. But surely, no one would have reason enough to kill her. She was pretty ruthless, you know. Did I hear you say that she was poisoned, Tom?
That's what they suspect at first glance, apparently in the drink she had last night.
Huh. In that sangria, you were trying to force on us.
My God, Tom, were you trying to knock us all off?
That's not funny. Someone must have poisoned her deliberately. And it looks like it was someone who was here last night.
Well, that's all of us, as no one else showed up.
Ooh, how exciting. A murderer in our midst.
For God's sake, Margie, this is serious. The woman's dead.
Well, you would care, wouldn't you? After your sordid little weekend away with her. Margie, get a grip. It does look like one of us really did kill her.
Then we'd better try and work out who did before the police arrive. Close the doors, Tom. We don't want any of this to be overheard.
I need a drink, but I want to see it poured from a bottle.
I don't think anyone's trying to kill you off, old girl.
I'm not taking any chances. Whiskey straight up, no mixer, no ice.
Get it while you can. If she was poisoned, I expect the police will confiscate my stock.
I can't believe someone really killed Mercedes deliberately.
Well, she's dead and it looks like it was one of us. No one came in last night, after Tom had mixed the sangria. And I dropped her off at her door on our way home.
Don't look at me. I didn't kill her. Why would I want to?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? We all know how nasty she could be, and not above threats and extortion.
Oh, scandal. Tell us all.
I think we've all had a run-in with Mercedes, one way or another. Which might give us all a motive.
Not me.
I'm not sure that's quite true. We all know that you rely on Dick for financial support. Helen told me that Mercedes got a whiff of some heavy debts that you haven't told Dick about, so you might have wanted to keep her quiet. You couldn't stand to have your credit card stopped, could you? Let alone the penury you'd be in if it came to a divorce.
Well, no, but that's hardly reason enough to go knocking someone off, is it? And how the hell could I have done it?
I'm pretty sure that you were alone in the bar while the sangria jug was sitting out. And Dick has some weed killer in the car. We heard him tell Tom, so you could have used that.
I've not been near the car alone since Dick picked the stuff up. Besides, Dickie's got the keys, and he always locks up his pride and joy.
That is true. Got them right here. The only set available. The spares are in my safe, at the office, and I always keep these on me. Can't risk Margie getting behind the wheel of a powerful car like my Jag when she's pie-eyed.
Thanks for nothing, Dick. But at least it puts me in the clear.
What about you, Dick? There's some weed killer in your car. You said so.
What possible reason could I have to want to kill the woman?
Maybe she was threatening to tell the world all about your lack of prowess between the sheets. I overheard a very strange conversation that you had on the phone last night, Dick. What were you asking about? When you asked, was it painful? How quickly did it work? Was it permanent? That could be construed as incriminating.
That was a private call, about a very personal matter.
No time to be oversensitive, Dick. If you weren't plotting murder, you'd better tell us what it was all about.
Well, if you must know, it was about some treatment to develop, a certain part of my anatomy.
One part could sure do with it.
For God's sake, Margie, shut up. Look, that weed killer I got is not fatal to mammals. I checked with the suppliers. They said that you've got to be careful when you're spreading it around on open ground. You can't go around knocking off little children or even the wildlife. It's not good for tourism, you know.
Oh, okay then. Well, that seems to have let you off the hook, Dick. So what about you, Helen? You knew about the paraquat. It was you who asked Miguel for it. You and Mercedes used to be thick as thieves, but we've all noticed a chill in your relations lately. You've certainly had the opportunity to slip something in the sangria jug. Got something over you, had she?
That's as maybe, and none of your business. There's been no sign of Miguel down here yet, or that parrot shit stuff. I asked him for it while I was there, yes. But he didn't give me any. Said he would send it down.
What about you, Tom? You've had every opportunity to doctor the sangria, and you've been very jumpy all week. And earlier, you didn't seem to be able to remember your own wife's name. Has Mercedes dug up some dirt on you?
She was being a bit of a pain, actually, but I'm just trying to dodge the CSA in the UK. You see, I'm not a widower. I've been divorced twice, and both my ex-wives are chasing me for money that I don't have, so I came out here to get away.
That's very disappointing to hear, Tom. I thought you were a decent bloke. Did you go as far as to kill Mercedes to keep your whereabouts secret?
Don't be daft. I wouldn't know where to start. I like women too much, probably, and besides, I don't have any poison. Miguel never brought it down, and as I recall, I was the only one prepared to drink the sangria. Maybe you're rolling this together and trying to stitch me up.
Never.
No
You
way.
must be joking.
Oh, come on.
Well, as that's definitely not the case, that just leaves you two. Mr. Big Shot Bullion Smuggler and Miss Prim.
Well, I certainly didn't tamper with the sangria. I was never alone with it. I would never have risked the wrong person drinking it, like my brother. He's all I have in the world. Oh, Jackie. You were talking to Miguel, the gardener, at the hotel. After lunch today.
We were just discussing the hibiscus, Fernie.
You hate gardening. Were you so afraid to face up to your wrongdoing that you killed Mercedes, rather than risk arrest?
Wouldn't be so bad, would it? After all, bullion smuggling is a victimless crime, isn't it?
That's the problem, Dick. You see, Jackie boy here isn't the big shot you'd like to believe. He's just a small-time con man, wanted for scamming old ladies out of their savings. Well, Jackie, was it you? Are you that cowardly?
Oh, nonsense, Fern. Of course not.
Did Miguel give you that weed killer for Tom? You know, all we have to do is ask him.
Oh Christ, yes. In a moment of madness, I put some in her damn sangria. I'm sorry, Fern. I was only trying to keep us together. I've been so stupid. Can you ever forgive me?